Angry guy here, and older women resent young women and want to destroy them. Older women resent young women and want to destroy them. This is a topic that needs to be discussed. A lot of young women today don't even know that older women do not mean them well. I want you guys to think about our experiences as men, and how we operate. When we suffer in life, when we go through hardship, we will turn around and tell young men, we messed up. I should never have done this, young man. Do not do this. You see that over there? Don't do that. Do not go in that direction. Not only do we tell young men this, we will also tell our daughters about our mistakes and our regrets, as well as male nature and the way that men think and what men want, so they know how to protect themselves. Men will warn others of unforeseen danger. They will share their experiences because they want humanity to survive. They want humanity to thrive. This is how we operate as people. This is how we grow as people. It is supposed to be human instinct to tell others what's happening so that we can continue to grow. And of course, it's not across the board. There are always going to be bad people as individuals, but as a group, we usually will say to one another, hey, there's bad stuff over there, man. Don't go over there. Or there are bad people over there. Don't go over there. Don't go in that direction. On the other hand, modern women, they operate completely. The decisions that they make are counter to intuitive to survival. The kinds of men that they chase, their decisions to stay in the streets, the lifestyles that they live. These are toxic lifestyles that are not enhancing or improving their chances of survival, but actually decreasing their chances of survival. Women prioritizing their careers. That does not enhance their chances of survival. That decreases their chances of survival. Being promiscuous in these polyamorous relationships, being a polygamist. Polygamy is not beneficial to women. Polygamy is haphazard to women because it makes them less desirable to a specific man. No man wants to be with a woman unless they're a simp that has multiple children by different fathers. It's a horrible thing. They don't want a woman with a past. They don't want a woman who is going to draw attention to herself wearing revealing clothing, because that's going to invite problems into his life. And also, consciously, he knows that if she's doing this, she's also trying to draw the attention of other men. So does she actually want to be in an established relationship with him? So when she gets pregnant, does he even know if the children are actually his? On the other hand, modern women, they are more than happy. In fact, this is how they operate. They think that by telling young women lies and falsehoods, they're somehow doing the right thing when they consciously know that they're sending these young women in a disastrous direction. These women, for example, who all dated older men when they were young, now condemn men and young women for dating, and older young women and older men for dating one another, calling it creepy and disgusting. How strange is that? But you are the same ones that were dating older men when you were younger. When you were 18 and 19, you were dating guys in their 30s and even 40s sometimes, and you are more than happy to be sugar babies. But now, when you're 40 and 50 years old, you're telling young women that, oh no, don't do this, don't do that. Older men, you guys are creepy. How are we creepy when we're now in the prime of our life while you're in a phase where you're heading towards destitution? These women don't mean younger women well. They don't tell younger women, I prioritized my career. Now I'm in my 40s or 50s. I'm childless. I can't pay my student loan debt. I can't keep working anymore. It's a miserable decision that I made. Life is very, very difficult. I regret these choices. don't do what I did. They don't do these things. They don't help tell younger women that they should stay off the streets, that it's going to make it more difficult to pair bond when they've been in multiple relationships, had their hearts broken so many times, have had all of these traumatic experiences. They don't tell these things to younger women, even as they are suffering. Even a woman who is living in a storm drain after she's ruined her life and her prospects because she chose to be out in the streets, prioritize a career, and not settle down and build a relationship, a foundation, and a family. She will live in a storm drain and try to lecture young women that they should follow the path that she did. You have all of these women who are now nurses or nurse practitioners, so they work in the same capacity as doctors, or outright doctors who are in their 40s and literally saying they want young women to understand that they can have it all and they can have both the family and they can have and their career, and they had to make those decisions, and they're sitting there literally almost crying. They're childless, they're single, they have no prospects. They have massive student loan debt. They can't work long hours anymore. They're tired. They want someone to take care of them. They desperately want a child. And they will never admit that they made a mistake, that they were wrong, that they are suffering and struggling, even as they look broken, demoralized, miserable, and without hope. And they will tell young women with a straight face to do exactly what I did. And I want you to know you can have everything that you want when they have almost nothing at all. And they are sitting in complete and utter regret, regretting their lives, envious of women who have children and husbands and go on vacations with their families and free time to actually go out and do things. What's the point of being able to make this amount of money if you can't even enjoy it? A lot of these women also put themselves in massive financial debt, not just from the crazy student loans, but from the lifestyle. Oh, I'm a doctor, so that means that I need to do doctor things, like buy a house that I can't afford, even though I have $500,000 in student loan debt. Well, I make $250,000 a year. Sure, after taxes get taken out, that's closer to maybe around 150, 175, but I don't care. I'm going to go out and purchase a house for $750,000 that I can't afford. But no, 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 I'm a doctor, and I'm going to pay for this all by myself. So between mortgage payments and student loan payments, at the end of the month, I have a grand total of, okay, so I'm basically living off credit. Regardless, it's going to be okay. I have a luxurious life. Yeah, sure, I work 16-hour days. I don't get to really shower as often as I would like to or change my undergarments, but it's worth it. It's worth it. Am I tired? Yes, I am. But look how happy I am. Look at this smile. And there's no smile on their face. They have to literally use their hands to make like the Joker smile, and even then it doesn't look genuine. Because when Joker smiles, it's his smile looks genuine. They're crying. Like Joker's happy. These women, they're crying their eyes out. They're miserable. They cannot formulate a thought on how to really explain the terrible decisions that they've made. And yet they're still here trying to tell young women that they should go down this path, because really they want these young women to destroy their lives. They want these young women to no longer compete with them, because that's their competition. So they're not going to help them. They don't want young women to thrive. Telling a young woman to go into these fields that are going to take 20 or 30 years to actually make a breakthrough in. Like, for example, you get your PhD, and now you're gonna go to the university and spend decades in the university working on something, working on like one or two specific things, so that you can make a tiny breakthrough and your name will be mentioned in a journal somewhere, and maybe, just maybe, if you're lucky, you'll be featured in a BuzzFeed video. Come on. These women screwed up so bad. You look at all these old PhDs that are women, and they don't have kids, they don't have families, they have literally nothing. They look like spinsters, and they come across as kind of crazy. They have nothing to show for those lives, and some of them say they're happy, but guess what? They're absolutely miserable because if they don't live with their kid, if they don't live with their kids, assuming they have any kids, because a lot of these women now they'll adopt, and then they'll basically try to feed off that. But if they have no children and they have no one, no children, no husband, they're basically living these terrible lives, and then they fall into obscurity, and then you just never hear about them ever again. Like you don't even know if they've passed away. And you can like try to like search around the internet. Most people don't, but you can like try to search around the internet to like find out like what happened to this person. And like there's really no information. It's like they just basically fell off the face of the earth. And that's how it is with these people. And those are the ones that actually achieve something. Like people actually heard of them. So like someone somewhere might just, look them up and say, oh, what happened to this person? Oh, so are they actually alive or not? Because there's basically no more information about them. Like people just stop caring. And this is the lifestyle that they wish for young women. Come on, y'all. Come on. Older women resent young women and want to destroy them. I want to know your thoughts in the comments if you agree with what I've said here today. Let's talk about these things in the comments. Like the video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the video, share the video. And just remember that all roads lead to MWA, men walking away. And cheers.